Hi guys, Dean here. Back again for the second part to my initial Maiden Reissues video that I did a couple of weeks ago now. Actually, that's come quick. Basically, as I said within the video, I'd only listened to Number the Beast at that time, which I wasn't overly overjoyed with. But I thought I'd get back to you guys with the results of the other albums. So I've listened to all three now. And yeah, interesting results. Anyway, first of all, the self-titled debut, Maiden. We've gone through all the stuff before, I know how the package and so forth. And as I said before, I think the packaging is excellent. The glossy covers, great. The colours really pop. I think they've done a superb packaging job, without a doubt. The only slight niggle I would have is on Number the Beast, and I'm assuming all the following picture sleeve, inner picture sleeve albums don't have poly liners like Maiden Killers do, which, you know, for a brand new record would have been nice to have either a separate polyline sleeve and just a printed insert, or have the picture in a sleeve polylined anyway. But that's a minor niggle. And if you bought 3 albums with the initial promotional box, one of these babies, then you're laughing. And then I paid, like I said, £45 for the box, including the first 3 albums. So you're looking at £15 each album with a free box. So you can't grumble. Anyway, right. So the first album, Maiden. After listening to Number the Beast initially, I wasn't expecting much from this one, to be honest. I mean, the production values of the original Maiden album, which I have, weren't that great. And as I commented on the last video, Steve Harris made many bad remarks about it. But to be fair, this sounds great. I think I'm not sure whether the whole series has been remastered or not, or whether this should have just gone back to the original master tapes and mastered them as they did the originals. I don't know if there's been any tweaking, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But by the sounds of this, I would say there must have been. It just sounds fantastic. I've never heard the original album sound as good as this. So overblown, really. It's very dynamic. It really pops. I mean, the guitars, that fuzziness, the sort of buzzing sound that Steve Harris hated so much, is still there, but it doesn't seem to be as prominent anymore. So yeah, I mean, I really like this. So what else more is to say? It's a great album, really well remastered. Personally, I think this sounds better than any copy of Maiden I've heard before. So for me, it's worth buying the box set just for that, to hear it. That's probably, it should have been first time round. So yeah, so that's Maiden. So big thumbs up for that, definitely. No quibbles about that. The second album, Killers, which again, I'm not going to go through the packaging. As I said, everything's fantastic. This, as I thought before, was the first album to be mastered by Martin Birch, produced by Martin Birch. Now, I don't know if that's where the issue lies in the different production values, but this, it's like night and day between this and between the first album. The first thing I had to do, turn up the volume. It's a much quieter album. It's almost like there's a veil over the mix. It seems, don't you lose that sort of dynamic quality that the first album has. But beyond that, I mean, to be fair, that's the problem with these. I mean, I've listened to Maiden albums all my life. I know exactly how each pressing sounds, really. You put me into a darkened room, I could probably tell you where that pressing was, done. I can, it's one of those things. I think it's quite obvious on certain pressings as well. So I'm looking for faults rather than necessarily looking for the good things, which probably shouldn't what I'll be doing. But let's say the first album, great, got no qualms with that at all. This one, the production, it doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound great either. When you compare this, like I say, to the Iron Maiden first one, it is literally night and day. That's not to say, you know, it's a horrible listen, because by no means is it. But I don't know, it's just lacking something, like Number the Beast. I mean, Number the Beast there, for those that haven't seen it. And to be honest, these two, they do sound, they sound the same. They've got the same issue. Like I said, they are, I don't know, something's happened to them, and it's not on the originals. And I don't know whether because the Iron Maiden has been improved that much that it shows these up further. If you can get what I'm trying to say, I don't know. I mean, like I said, they don't sound bad. I listened to Iron Maiden. I listened to Number the Beast first, anyway, and I listened to all three again. So I've listened to Number the Beast twice. It sounds fine. It's just lacking. It's lacking that punchiness, the dynamic quality that the first one has, and certainly on Number the Beast that the original EMI UK pressing has. Killers didn't have that much. Wasn't as good as a sounding album as Number the Beast was first time round. But again, I still don't think it sounds. It doesn't sound as bang in your face as much. So I say I'm probably going around in circles here, but I don't know. There's something, for want of a better word, lacking in the production quality of these two remasters, and I don't really know. They don't sound bad. I mean, I suppose at the end of the day, you're gonna have to take your own opinion of them. If you didn't have the originals, without doubt, I would say go out and buy them, because I think for the price of all three, to get the box set, to get them all on 180 gram vinyl in such great packaging, and if you'd never heard the original vinyl before, you'd only heard the CD, you wouldn't be missing out on anything, I don't feel. If you've heard the original vinyls before, then they sound different, I suppose is the best way of putting it. They don't sound bad compared to the originals, they just sound different. Except for the self-titled debut, that sounds superb. As I said before, that's the best sounding pressing I've heard of Iron Maiden, hands down. And to be honest, as I said already, the £45 price tag, that's done it for me anyway. The other two, they're fine, and I'll probably play those when I listen to the albums rather than playing the originals, even though they don't quite sound as good. Well, different. But yeah, we'll see what the rest are like. I mean, it's now Saturday when I'm doing this, so the new releases are out on Monday, which will be Peace of Mind, Power Slave, Live After Death, along with the singles. So yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll sound great. I don't know, we'll just see what happens with the remasters. But anyway, enough of me waffling. That's it. I'm going to do another video now. Actually, we'll go through the 7-inch singles that came out as well on the first run. I wanted to get this sort of run tied up before next week, so probably by the end of next week, so, I'll manage to get listened, and we'll go through the rest of the stuff as well, the new stuff that comes out. So see you shortly. Till then, thanks. See you later.